This podcast is a revival of the old school table debate from a time before Google, Wikipedia, and OnlyFans. Answers to questions are hard to find, but so is an unbiased article on your uncle's Facebook wall. Welcome to the Issues on the Table.
Hi, I'm Mike Donahue, and Black Friday no longer exists.
I'm Matt Schuster, and that really sucks because how else am I going to get my PlayStation 5?
Hi, my name is James Gearhart, and Black Friday has never existed to me.
And my name is Caleb Andrews. Welcome to the Issues on the Table. Boys, put that one in the books. I got it right.
Yeah, you said the plural version of the word.
Got it.
Yeah.
It took me, what are we on, eight
episodes.
tries?
This is 8, yeah.
Just a clean 8. This is a podcast, hopefully a comedy podcast, where we bring our inane ramblings to the table and try and help each other solve our issues, general issues, miscellaneous
medical issues.
Definitely. Hey, we are the premier source of solving medical issues.
We are?
In
That's
that
a fact.
case,
Yeah.
Okay.
I get this. Wait, no.
One
we
of
don't
us
wanna get too
thought about
explicit.
getting a doctorate in music before, so that means we're
That's
all doctors
definitely
here.
the same thing as a medical degree.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
You have the title of doctor. So
Every
I
doctor
feel
out
like
there is
that's-
shaking their heads approvingly.
I feel like that's pretty obvious, right?
Wait,
if you're a doctor, you're a
does
doctor.
that mean my primary doctor? Does that mean he can just have a doctorate in anything because he's doctored?
Yes,
What if
he is a
it's-
doctor.
What if he
of
has a doctorate
business.
in unicycling?
It counts.
That
It
would
works.
be rad.
My doctorate is in
You
art
think
history.
Tony Hawk has a doctorate in skateboarding
I'm sure that he does.
He has
They
to.
call him
in
Dr.
Sobe
Bird.
Life
Has
Water.
Yeah.
There's no way he doesn't. Who's an issue?
Can I start?
Who's annoyed?
I'm not annoyed, but
What-
I
What are you
was
angry about, Michael?
I was recently watching the most recent Avengers film. What was it? Endgame.
Endgame,
Right?
yeah.
I'm so bad with these names. I'm sorry. It's just like if I don't have my wife here, I cannot remember names to save my life. So I was recently watching Endgame, and it kind of got me thinking about alternate universes. So I was really curious if I could take you guys into an alternate universe.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was me coming out
What?
of my time chamber.
What if Benjamin Franklin got what he wanted? He had his way.
What did he want?
What do you mean?
What if Benjamin Franklin succeeded at making our national bird the turkey?
Is that is
Did he
that a
want
real
that?
like historical thing? That sounds like something
This
he would do.
is a historical fact that he wanted
That
the
is a
national
thing.
bird to be a turkey. Would we eat bald eagles for Thanksgiving, or would it be something different?
Oh, wait a minute.
Does anybody eat bald eagles?
I think that's illegal,
Because it's our national bird.
and they're endangered.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think that would be kind of like a really stringy meat.
Yeah, it'd probably be
A
kind of
bald
gamey,
eagle.
huh?
Yeah, not
I mean,
really.
Turkey's super dry. I mean, we still eat it.
Yeah,
But
turkey sucks.
What if you ground the eagle? Kind of a
Ground eagle.
eagle burger.
Now-
Do you think
oh.
that we would be eating bald eagles and breeding them like mad for Thanksgiving if we had our national bird as a turkey?
Oof. That's-
No, what is okay? So the bald eagle is our national
Mm.
bird, right? That's like official. Okay,
Yeah.
huh? I'm trying to think about how different so many like American symbols would look.
Just think about a war, like a recruitment video for like the army.
or the I was thinking about the Marine Corps with
Oh,
the
no.
eagle, globe, and anchor. They have the turkey, globe, and anchor.
Oh
that
god.
poster of Uncle Sam pointing at you with a turkey under one arm.
Oh my god, Matt.
Every Marine walking past each other just be like, gobble gobble, hoorah! Oh fuck.
I really like.
I think no, we would not eat bald eagles because I mean I wasn't there, but turkeys are easy to get, and there's a reason the expression goes it was a turkey shoot. They're easy to kill,
Mhm.
so they're easy for Thanksgiving. So why would they choose a bald eagle instead to eat for Thanksgiving? Like That's a hunt and half to take down.
Isn't
one of those.
isn't that the
Yes.
American way though?
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't that make the feast all the more satisfying because of all the work you had to go through? Kind of like playing like a Souls game when you finally beat a boss. That like immense That's not a very good parallel, but I think you know what I'm saying. Like that kind of triumphant feeling. Like
High risk, high reward.
exactly. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
just
Don't
thinking,
go out and
okay.
hunt bald eagles, please.
We're living in this world right now where
I
Ben
mean-
Franklin got his way.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's not really a high reward. There's not a lot of meat on that bird.
You don't know
On
that.
that bird?
You don't know that.
There's also not a lot of hair on them.
There's not.
They're bald.
Well,
Easy to pluck.
I mean,
God.
yeah.
Can I ask like a really quick question about turkeys, Mike?
Yeah, I'm not the expert, but yes.
Why don't we eat turkey eggs?
I don't think turkeys lay eggs, dude.
That's not
They have to. They're
how that
wait,
works.
They're poultry.
No.
Like I said, we are the
No, they're not.
premier
They're turkeys.
source for solving any and all medical problems.
I don't know why we don't eat turkey eggs. You know why we don't eat turkey eggs? Here's why. Because we eat turkeys for Thanksgiving. So if we ate turkey eggs, there wouldn't be enough turkeys for Thanksgiving. So if we flip that, right? And we're eating if we eat, I don't know what we would eat other than a turkey for Thanksgiving. It would be something else if the turkey was our national bird. But I feel like in that scenario, turkey eggs would be a normal thing, right? You'd find them in the grocery store. Like, oh, hey, here's some turkey eggs. Just like you find bald eagle eggs in the grocery store right now, right? Like,
Or quail
Yeah, I had
eggs.
some for breakfast.
Huh. That's kind of weird that like the two main meat dishes for like holiday celebrations are usually like turkey and ham, right? That's what people have usually.
and like
or goose
yeah.
sometimes.
roast or duck, yeah, goose.
If you're the Grinch, you have the roast beast, or not the Grinch, the Who's.
Yeah.
The roast beast.
Roast beast is like
The
a
roast
Christmas
beast.
Roast
food.
beast. I would go for some roast beast.
Yeah.
Like Monster Hunter style.
Yeah, exactly.
Those cats.
Yeah.
A big ol'
Chop up some
hawk.
beast for
A
you.
beast on the bone.
Go out and take down some
Yeah,
woolly
yeah.
mammoth
I'm into
or a
that.
dragon. Dinner is served.
Okay.
What would be the best? Like, if bald eagle wasn't our national bird, what would be the best national animal?
Does it have to be an animal that's only native to North America, or can it be an animal from anywhere in the world?
I mean, ideally,
What about?
it also has to be edible.
Oh, it has to be
Do-
edible.
I guess anything is edible.
What
you're
if
creative
we instead like chose like a fish? Have any other countries do they have like a national fish
I don't know.
where it's like this is our?
enough? Hawaii does.
Really?
They have the state fish.
Well, yeah, but they're
I think every
Yeah.
state might have a state fish. It's like every state has a state bird, and they have a state flower and a state like tree, and everyone has their own like state thing.
Well, now hold on. Let's expect. What would be the next state thing to? We're all from California.
oh, what would
What's another
California's
state
next
thing we
state
could have?
I was
be?
born in Virginia, so
That's a Virginia.
I was
boy.
born in Maryland, East Coast, Beast Coast.
East Coast, Beast Coast.
Look forward
only
to
funny
us splitting
to
apart into
us.
two different podcasts, East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie
Okay,
at it again.
Caleb, what fish would you
Yes.
pick to be the national fish of the United States of America?
I'm thinking
You can't eat it anymore.
Yeah.
If it's a national fish. It's now off limits.
That's the stipulation.
oh,
Oh, I didn't even think.
okay.
It's gone.
I mean, I don't know, maybe like a clownfish or something.
Wow.
I mean, a clownfish and a turkey would really fit the billet on the same theme, right?
Yeah, definitely.
you have-
Yeah.
If you got this theme going on, just
I was thinking like
I'm still stuck on that eagle, that turkey globe and anchor.
turkey globe and anchor.
That's pretty good.
I really hope Dad listens to this and fantasizes about.
like imagine all those like Marines you see with their eagle globe and anchor tattoos littered all over their body.
Yeah.
Turkeys.
Now, yeah, put a turkey on the just a big round turkey. Put a little pilgrim hat on top.
And it
of
has to
them,
be like
too,
no, it has to be like
just
the
for good
profile. It has to be like the profile, so you see the little thing dangling
Yes.
below its neck. Like it can't be like a head-on turkey. It's got to be like the sideways like head of a turkey.
Oh, jeez. Oh, good God Almighty.
I love that. Can we get General James Mattis in here? Can we phone him in?
Hey, where's Lieutenant Colonel Scott Schuster? I'd like to ask his opinion. You know what Dad would probably say if I was like, hey, Dad, what if the turkey was the national bird and it was the turkey globe and anchor instead? He probably would try to make up some excuse of why that would look cool while I just laughed because there's no way that can be spun.
It's just a real
There was
fierce-looking
no way.
turkey.
I don't know. Well, because
I don't
now
know. You
I'm picturing
couldn't
all of
spin
those
that.
memes.
We painted flames on this turkey.
Yeah.
Gobble.
You were like on like football games and stuff, like when they're doing like after the national anthem, you know, like the jets fly over and then you'll hear like the like the eagle screech.
Wait, do they do
That
that? Do they actually have an eagle screech play?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
sure the
definitely been
For
to
like
a
Blue
game or
Angels
two.
shows and everything.
I'm picturing
I've
when like the Blue Angels fly by and it's like
Well, okay.
ringing
It's like
through
a
the
turkey
sky.
running across a field.
Yeah.
I definitely just I'm not don't want to insult you guys. You've not solved our dilemma of what's our national. What would we eat at Thanksgiving? But I'm totally okay with it because I've settled on the turkey globe and anchor as being my new favorite thing. So I think that's how I'm going to decorate for Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to Photoshop
Santa.
one out. I'm going to slap it up on all the plates. I'm going to put it on the front door. Be like, "Welcome to Ben Franklin's Thanksgiving."
We
And
can
just let everybody in.
we can tell Dad all about it tomorrow.
I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Mike,
Would they?
sorry, go ahead, Caleb.
No, Macy's Day Parade is the one after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Or is
it's
that
the one
after-
on Thanksgiving? It's the one on Thanksgiving.
What's the one
Okay.
after New Year's Eve? Or
That's a Rose
New-
Parade.
oh, okay.
I don't know. I was thinking because then they wouldn't fly the big balloon of the turkey,
Nope. It has to be
and that would
something
be
else.
upsetting for me.
It could be
Would they still have the big balloon of Bart Simpson?
okay.
Dude,
That's
it's
what I'm
gotta
here
be
for.
Bart.
It's got to be Bart. Okay, let me just to put it to rest really quick, and then we can move on to our next issue. If we're going on the metric of the food has to be easy to kill, like a turkey, like what we were talking about earlier, then I think that we would all eat pigeons for Thanksgiving. All right.
What?
Who
No.
has the
why?
next issue?
So many diseases.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Shay, can you gobble? Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned altering history because mine's in a similar vein. So this one was given to me, was sent to me by Hannah, one of our most loyal fans. How you doing?
So Hannah.
That's where
This is
other
this
people
is very
were,
natural.
That's where other people were supposed to say hello, but you guys fucked it up.
I
so
said
I'm gonna
hello.
keep-
Hi,
Oh,
Hannah.
I
You-
literally
was
said-
that?
You did, but Caleb and James fucked it up. So that's
Greetings,
okay.
Hannah.
It's
I'm
too
doing
late.
the
She
fucking
doesn't
things
care
up.
anymore.
Hannah, I'm going to say your name,
No.
Hannah, a lot through this bit, Hannah.
Cool, awesome.
Just for
Sounds
you, Hannah.
good.
I'm only gonna say Hannah's name backwards from now on.
Boy, this is a real funny episode of the issues on the table.
Thanks, Image.
Guys, check it out. I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on. Hey, Hannah. Got her.
Can I read this?
Does she have an H at the end of her name? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, read it.
Okay. Caleb's getting very mad at me for apparently not making the
Caleb looks
podcast
sweaty.
funny anymore. Okay. If you had to get rid of an entire decade's worth of music, like 70s disco, 90s grunge, etc., and its influence on society, which would you choose and why?
Quick question. Can
Just
I have a
a
quick
decade?
qualifier before we talk about it? Yeah, just a decade. And does it, when we say decade, are we saying every genre that existed during that decade or a specific genre from that decade?
She didn't specify, but she did say you can tweak it however. So I'm going to say when you eliminate the decade, any type of music, or no, not type of music, but any band that or style that was formed within that decade is boop, gone. It never existed.
Can it also count for any development that happens in a currently existing style, or is that too complicated?
It says and its influence.
Okay, cool.
So I'm assuming that's what she means.
Decade.
I'm gonna say a really controversial one,
Okay.
and it's because it's hard for me to pick, and I need somebody to tell me I'm wrong.
Okay.
I don't care for the Beatles.
Yes.
And
I don't either. Hate them.
any music that goes with the Beatles. Like, I turn on I got in my car and turned on the radio and Yellow Submarine was on, and I was like, what the fuck?
We all live in a yellow submarine.
It's not-
a yellow submarine. Sounds like the Wiggles.
Dude, it's not even that not that music has to be complicated. No, I'm not trying to say that, but like it's so simple. It's like you could, like, anyone with a modicum of knowledge on music could sit down and create those chords. Now, granted, they've had a lot of experience like doing this as a band and they dedicate their lives to it. So not dissing the people. I'm just not a fan of their music. Just personally.
Shit. I expected it to be more divided. I was gonna say get rid of the 60s.
Well, Caleb hasn't said anything yet.
I haven't said anything.
And this isn't my decade. I'm just commenting on James's. So
I was Googling furiously to find out when country music was when it was originated, because I would like to nuke that whole genre from orbit.
Yeah, that's also a solid choice.
Fight me, country fans.
Well, wait, hold on. 'Cause a couple of very specific subsets of country that I'm okay with, like
ain't down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that Alan Jackson meant to me.
Matt,
yeah, what's up?
Matt, look into my eyes.
I'm looking at you.
Tread very carefully here.
Okay, cool. So
I also looked in Caleb's eyes and I became petrified.
there's very specific kinds of blues or bluegrass country that I like, because it is at least performed virtuosically on certain instruments. However, the type of country I believe you're talking about, the vast majority of like pop country, is very grating to the ears. Like that song that I was just singing by the great Alan, I can't say it with a straight face, the Alan Jackson.
we've just narrowed our listeners. Dude, we just narrowed our listener base by like to 1% of what we had.
Now hold on.
I highly
listener
doubt we
base.
have that many people who love country music that much listening to our
From
show.
the scorched earth, I'm going to leave one artist standing.
Okay.
Darius Rucker.
James Buffett.
Oh.
That's a good one. He's so cool. He's so chill. I don't really like his music that much, but he's just a cool person.
Are we sure it's not James Buffet?
It could be.
I've been to a lot of buffets in my time. That
We
was
can't rule it
the
out,
statement.
right?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
okay,
he's just
okay.
too good to call himself James Buffet. So he's like,
Maybe
it's
there was
Buffett.
just too much to build off of there, so he changed it to Buffett.
maybe buffet, maybe buffet is the correct pronunciation for his last name. But he was like, nah, I'm done with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when he got on stage, he probably changed it. His parents are probably somewhere weeping that he's abandoned his namesake.
I don't know what I would get rid of per se, because I feel like every time I think of something I dislike from a decade, I then find something I like on the equal and opposite spectrum. Like, I really dislike this one thing and I really enjoy this one thing. So like, Glenn Miller is fine, but I really hate how like the aesthetic around it is just like this racist aesthetic, and like it's just so I don't know.
It's very,
But then
it's
at the
very
same
white bread.
time, yeah, it's very white bread. But at the same time, you count Basie, so you can't get rid of the 40s, because then you're like wiping out like
That's
the
true.
good half for the bad half. So I did have a thought. I don't know if you'll indulge me or not, because I would, and this would be more just curiosity on what would happen instead. I don't know if it's funny. I'm sorry if it's not, but if you will allow me, if I go back past 1900, if I can make it 100 years instead of 10 years, since music develops slower.
Yeah.
Back in history. So I would like to get rid of the 1600s.
Okay. Why?
So because I'm just kind of curious what would happen to music, because like if you get rid of the 1600s, you get rid of Bach, right? And you get rid of Haydn and you get rid of Mozart. Or not, well, no.
My
not
God,
Mozart.
I wish Zach was in
No,
this
I'm
right
sorry,
now.
not 1600s,
Oh my
1700s.
God.
Get rid of the 1700s. Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay.
Get rid of the 1700s. So you have the end of the Baroque era, right? So you get rid of Bach, and then you get rid of Mozart at the beginning of the classical era. So you have this whole just huge gap of major music development that's just gone. So what would the 1800s look like?
There'd probably be a lot more like Eastern, like microtonal shit that have like
See, I
migrated
thought
over.
you were gonna say EDM. Like,
And it
that
also
would be the
it also
original
just
birth of EDM.
kills off
Ben Franklin.
It kills off what's called medieval music, which I just don't like. It can die in a hole. So sorry, Zach,
I would love-
but that's my opinion.
I would love to. I think if I had to pick, I would probably pick the 60s solely just for the Beatles. I've just always thought they were way overrated in a lot of ways.
Charles Mingus, though.
I would miss Hendrix.
Charles
And
Mingus.
Charles Mingus. God damn it, Hannah. Although, on a similar but unrelated note, I would love to be able to travel back in time to when Bach was alive, just so I could see what it was like for him to wake up every single day, sit at the organ, play some random bullshit, and have it be something new every day. Be like, oh, and then have everyone marvel at it. All he had to do was improvise something on the piano,
Do
and
you
it was
think he
basically
was-
new.
Okay,
That's
question,
gotta be
though.
wild.
Was he unappreciated for his time? Was he like, the painter who lives in poverty?
That's what I want to know. Like, I want to see him in action. Be like, all right, Johann, let's go write some fugues. He's like, oh, right. And he's like, I'm like watching in amazement. There's people like walking by, like, fuck you, Johann, you suck shit. Like, that's got to be what it was like for him.
No, the guy who said that was his classmate who just hated him, just follows him around.
Turns out it was like Franz Joseph Haydn, like, Johann's a piece of shit. Like, walking by the window
on his carriage.
He's like, no, he walks by on it. He like strolls by on his horse. He's like, play a trumpet. Like,
the best part about that is it would take him too long to get away. So like you'd have the awkward silence of him just like looking at him as he like slowly trotted by.
I'm really enjoying this
geez.
tangent of like going back in time
Yeah.
and modifying music history, because I'm really enjoying the thought of like sending Jacob Collier back in time.
Oh my
to,
God,
like
yes.
the eras of Gregorian chant.
He would have
and
been
them looking at this man like the Antichrist.
he would have been executed as like a witch or something. They would have
Well,
like
that's-
just
I
absolutely
think-
murdered him.
I think it could have gone either way. I think he could have been seen as the Antichrist, or there would have been like a niche group of like way ahead of their time composers that were like, now hold on a second. What is this? And he's like,
But
oh,
it sounds
it's
some
called
funky
negative
stuff.
harmony. And they're like, negative harmony. Like, and they have like a little secret society where like, they gather in secret, and like Jacob Collier like teaches them like the secrets of his dark magic. For our listeners who have no idea who the hell Jacob Collier is, Jacob Collier is
What's a harmony, man?
is this crazy fucking British multi-instrumentalist composer. He's brilliant. Like, he's kind of a harmonic genius, but he also does a lot of really wacky stuff that's not exactly mainstream. He does a lot of really
both edges of the sword, right? You have
Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah, but dude.
Yeah.
But dude, like, have you heard the Chainsmokers?
dude, like, oh my god. So he's really cool, but
Have
like,
you guys heard about a
band Imagine Dragons?
he basically
telling you,
makes
there
a
goes half
career
our
out of
listener
taking
base.
songs.
Actually, hold on. Can I tell you guys a little bit about something harmonious? With
Yeah, dude,
harmony.
harmonize with me.
Keep going.
With
You
harmony.
got
yes.
this.
I got a friend.
I'm taking-
I got a friend. His name is Ian Hartage.
Oh, that was a
Oh.
good transition.
Thanks, man. It kind of came last second. I was like, hey, this is good. I got a friend of mine. His name is Ian Hartage. He's a really good friend of mine, and he is extremely talented. Usually we do shout outs for podcasts, but this time we want to do a shout out for a musician. Once again, his name is Ian Hartage, and he just came out with his first single called What Are You Waiting For? I listened to it on Spotify, but I've also seen it on YouTube. I'm sure he's got it on a few other places. It's a fantastic song. I'm really proud of him. He's a huge supporter of the podcast, and this is our way of just saying, hey, Ian, thank you for what you do, and we support you.
Check out his
Thank you,
stuff.
Ian.
Go check him out.
They're
Go
toe
check out
tappers.
Ian right now. Pause our
Go check out
podcast.
Ian.
Hold up. Pause our podcast and go listen to it right now before you continue.
Mhm.
You have to.
Yeah,
Well, wait.
Jacob Collier demands it.
Hold up, guys. Can we give like 5 seconds like of silence so they can know how to pause it and re-find it? This spot.
This is nice. Can we do this more often?
Maybe this should be the podcast.
Just quiet time with
Man,
the
John
boys.
Cage would be so jealous of us.
We need
Oh
to have
my
like just a
gosh.
crackling fire and then like
Hold
the
up,
occasional
yeah.
turning of a
Hold,
page.
hold
from
up
a
really
book.
quick. On an unrelated note, can we make a spin-off podcast that's just called Quiet Time with the Boys of not just pure silence?
Yes, we pick like a random. We pick a night and we wear really fancy outfits, and we each have a drink, and we just sit in silence. And every now and then we take a sip.
See, the thing with quiet time with me is like every every 3 minutes you hear like a gurgle of my stomach, and that's my IBS kicking in. So
How's Kirby doing with that, James?
regretful.
Oh, dude, that was me today with my Taco Bell. We just
Hey, can I
gotta.
be honest with
Boy,
you guys?
can we move on from this?
Yeah, we can't record
All right, yeah.
quiet
Who's got
time
another issue?
when it's the sauce
I
beast
do.
hour. Go ahead.
And I need to be honest with you guys.
Finally.
Okay.
It's come.
Finally.
The time we
Yeah.
find out about what James's butt was exposed to the sunlight for 30 minutes.
Oh no, it was the moonlight.
Oh, moonlight.
Which
Is that what you're
I
telling
know
us?
it doesn't exist.
Was it a blood
no, no.
moon?
Oh, you had me so
I
excited.
can't remember. I really wish it was, or I hope it was.
Okay, sorry.
because that would be really cool. But the part I want to be honest about is I completely forgot that I was supposed to go third. So if you dial back when I kept doing the dun, 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 I was trying to segue into,
Oh.
and then Matt started talking, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm third."
Oh, I like this. Bring us behind the curtain a bit more.
I thought you were just keeping with the patriotic thing we were
I thought it
talking
was
about.
patriotic
No,
too.
yeah, it could-
I thought it was.
It worked.
Okay,
It
wait, hold up.
worked,
Can we
but-
can give it to you really quick, okay, James? All right, so then that was the turkey. Anyone have
Yeah,
an issue?
turkey loaf and egg. Oh,
Oh,
no.
What do I hear?
What's that?
Is
Is that the presidential anthem?
Is that the president's own?
Yeah,
Wow.
that it is. Good job, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, I got an issue.
I'm so nervous.
With, I got an issue with how elections are ran these days.
All right.
Not with the outcome. Let me get that.
Okay.
We're not being political.
Let me get that.
We're not being political.
No. And for those of you who voted, good job. But what I do want to talk about is it's 2020. Isn't just debates and simple voting outdated? The popular vote, the electoral vote.
Where
Is that really the best way to choose a
where are you
president?
going with this?
I'm really excited to find out where you're
There-
going.
Well, my issue is we need to develop a new way to select the number one.
Okay.
I'm thinking three-legged race, boxing matches, hacky sack competition,
Hold up.
karaoke battle.
James.
We have.
Come on.
The Olympics of presidential selection, a new multitude of events that take place.
Yeah. It's like a year-long, like, forget this campaigning crap. It's just a presidential Olympics. It starts out with like, whatever, like 10 candidates. And they get eliminated survivor style.
Like a presidential rat race?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much more entertaining. It gets people more interested into the election. And I mean, it's like anybody can just scribble in a line on a piece of paper. Let's make it more interesting and like deathmatch style.
Can I make a suggestion for this? Because I like this.
Yes, please. Like, we need to figure out what's the best way to vote for a president or select one.
We should have all of the candidates start in one state, and they have to move through all 50 states, and each state has their own state-sponsored event.
It's like voted by the people that this state will be this thing. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And it,
Texas would definitely be barbecue eating competition. Definitely.
Right.
Or just cooking.
yeah.
Barbecue cooking.
Or whatever,
Rush.
yeah.
What about open carry competition? Who can open carry the biggest gun?
And
Or
what,
the-
not fall over? Like what?
Like, what can you open carry across the state?
What?
Without no one noticing?
Broadsword.
What if we get to like Monster Hunter levels
Yeah.
quite quickly?
What about like Hawaii's like how long you can stay in a shark tank without getting scared?
Which state would be the one that was just
Biggest
a party
wave you
pooper
can
that would
catch.
just be like the killer of the vibe and do something really serious?
Iowa,
Which-
because no one does anything there.
I feel like it's South Carolina for me. No, maybe one of the Dakotas.
I was thinking the Dakotas.
yeah.
Or
They'd
Nebraska?
probably be like, what's the biggest harvest you can get? Like, I don't know.
I want you to go and
I
shuck
don't
this
know
corn, and by the time you're done, you're gonna be in Idaho, son. And over there, they're gonna have you shuck more potatoes. And then when you're done with
I'm
that,
sorry. If there's anybody listening from the Dakotas, I'm sorry. It's like Idaho.
how much you want to bet I can
Mr.
throw a
President.
potato over them mountains?
Give us your biggest potato.
Tell you what.
I tell you what.
Tell you what. Oh God.
At the biggest damn tater I ever found, you could pass on to Iowa.
But flip side, think of like Los Angeles or like Manhattan.
Oh, God
like
almighty. No.
hipsters and stuff. Like, what would their thing be?
Esports.
Yeah, esports.
I was going to say, the fighting game tournament EVO was developed for this exact reason. We just need to attune it to the presidential election.
You're lying.
The fighting game tournament EVO. Just have each candidate go through every different fighting game allotted at EVO.
Okay.
Fight their way through.
Can they take G Fuel?
They absolutely can.
I think it's a requirement.
Performance
Well, no.
enhancing
Yeah, it might be performance enhancing. I don't know.
Can I think Oregon would be how long of a line of coke can you snort
Oh, God almighty.
Oh, no.
Dang.
based
I
on
was
their
gonna
new
say
law?
like longest drag of weed, but
Well, haven't you seen their new law? You know, it's not illegal to
No.
hold hard drugs anymore.
Oh, in very small amounts, though. There's a very specific amount.
I mean, how many drugs are actually hard? Like, I've never held like drugs, but they all seem kind of powdery or like flowery. Like,
You know what?
I
Actually,
don't know why they call them hard drugs.
Mike, I don't think it would be Coke. You know what I think it would be in Oregon is they would have to have a latte making contest,
Oh my
but
gosh!
doing like latte art where
Well,
they
but hold up.
would be given like a reference cup.
Give us your best.
You need
pour-over,
Matt though. You need to make
man.
sure that nothing's culturally appropriated there, right? Because that's a big thing in Oregon.
It's coffee.
Yeah,
I'm just
but-
saying, like, get like a general picture of something, like a picture of a cat, and they have to like recreate the latte art of a picture of a cat's face,
Oh.
and whoever gets the
I was-
closest.
That makes sense. I was thinking who can make the best cup of coffee.
Oh, but that's like too objective. I feel like visually, it either looks like a
I think
cat
it's
or
the
it
best way to
doesn't.
choose a president.
Who can make a good cup of coffee?
Yeah,
I mean, whoever makes
Yeah.
Folgers is just kind of the automatic winner, right? Because that's like the gold standard of coffee.
What?
I will kill
He's doing
you,
this thing
Michael,
again. He's doing it
Donahue.
again. Why are you doing this to me?
He's doing his thing.
What?
He's
He's
doing
doing
it
the
again.
microphone.
What am I
He's
doing?
doing his coffee. He's on his coffee
Oh, he's
antics
doing
again.
his
No,
coffee
not
thing.
you, Matt.
Look at him
Mike.
sitting there smugly,
Huh.
smirking about his Folgers joke.
I really like the three-legged race idea that I brought up. Like, imagine like
Wait.
like it has to be the president or whoever is like running for president, and then the potential first lady, or flip that, Mrs. President, and then what's the husband? What's the nomenclature for that?
I don't.
First
First
bin.
man. First man.
The first bin.
First dude. First bro. There we go. First bro.
Lord.
They,
Oh my gosh.
they would have to do a three-legged race. I think that'd be kind of fun to watch.
Picture it.
Because those are hard.
Hold on. Picture it. The race ends in Florida, where they have to wrestle an alligator.
Oh man.
Yes.
Okay, really quick. Can we make this circuit? Can we flesh this out for our audience so they can visualize it all in order? We don't have to
Sure.
name every state, but like just
Okay.
where are we starting? What
Okay.
state are we starting in?
They start in Maine, where they have to see how long they can stand outside wearing no jacket and not freeze,
Okay.
because it's really cold up there. And then they have to go down into Massachusetts and see how much clam chowder they can eat before they throw up. Then
Oh.
they make their way up into North Dakota.
Come on,
where
name all
they,
fi-
they have
name
to,
all 50 states.
They have to
You got
shut
it.
the biggest
Wait,
air
wait,
corn they can
wait.
find and throw it over them mountains.
What you got,
I
James?
got it.
What?
I can't pinpoint what state it is, but it's somewhere in the South. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Alabama. You guys ever heard of Noodlin?
No.
Yes,
No.
Yes, I have.
So it's a form of catching catfish where you don't use a hook or anything. Yeah, you use your hand. You stick it in a mud hole and you wiggle your fingers because they think your fingers are worms, and then they bite onto your hand and you just grab the fish and yank it out.
That
That's
Whoa.
what
sounds.
it's a southern thing.
It's
It's
crazy.
like total
Terrifying.
yee shit.
It's crazy. Watch people do it. They catch the
YouTube
biggest
it.
catfish. It's insane.
Can I?
What?
That has.
I
to
would
be part
want
of
to
the
see. I
competition.
would want to see Joe Biden and Trump noodle some fish out of the water.
Oh my!
Listen, nobody has ever caught a fish as big as I have with my bare hands. I will prove it to you right now.
Are we fishing?
Now look, here's the deal.
And then he goes and buys the fucking fish from the local stater brother. Biggest fish I ever caught.
This is the biggest fish
Now look,
I've ever caught in my life.
folks, you do a better bite.
Donald, are you telling me that you caught all of those on one hand? I don't know what to tell you, Joe. I have really powerful hands.
I caught him with my feet.
Can I make a confession to you guys?
You can make a confession to me.
I've never caught a catfish with my hands, but the more important...
Excuse me, I don't know why you're laughing.
Matt,
This
can we
is-
do one more before
Sure.
we leave?
Yes,
Before
what?
we leave noodling.
What'd you say?
Before we leave noodling, I need you to do one more competition between the two of them. I don't
Okay.
know what. What would it be?
Noodling for presidency. Okay, go on. Sorry.
What?
How about the shucking corn? Joe Biden
all right.
and hold up. Joe Biden and Trump are gonna shuck some corn to figure out who's gonna be the next president of the United States.
Can we get some banjo playing in the background?
All right, now, Joe, Donald, ready, set, and
Oh yeah, and this is good. The previous president precedes the event.
yeah, exactly.
With all
Ready?
seriousness.
And then fucking Bill Clinton is the fucking judge. Oh,
Now I said,
yeah.
ready,
Shuck that
set.
corn.
And shuck that corn.
What about Bush?
And then-
All right.
Aura!
Hello, America. It is time to shuck corn.
Why are we just running the gambit of
that
Matt?
corn.
This is America's corn.
All right, now, Donald, it's time for us to we're going to have a clean race. I'm going to start shucking this corn here, and oh my God, that's right, I've already shucked 10 ears of corn while you were speaking this entire time. Did you just go to Ralph's and buy...
Donald, those are cans of corn.
Now, excuse me, Mr. President, I don't think that it's allowed. That was like Obama and like Chris Wallace mixed in
Yeah,
one.
it was. Try it again. Retake. And go.
Now, Mr. President, we're trying to have a fair race. Remember, you're not allowed to go to a grocery store and buy it.
Wrong. There is nothing in the bylaws that says that I can't go to a store and buy perfectly decent produce.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Hey guys, I have a real conundrum.
Please
Okay,
take
lay it
over.
on us.
That was fun, though.
Should I bring G Fuel to Thanksgiving?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, 100%.
dude.
I don't even know why that's an issue. I think that's just a guarantee.
Caleb,
Yes.
I love hearing the dulcet tones of your voice explain things. Can you please tell me in your own words exactly what G Fuel is and what it tastes like? Please.
I have no idea what it tastes like. I have never had this beverage. I can explain to you what it is, though.
Please.
G Fuel is, how do they, I'm going to use their own words here because that's always fun for me. The #1 natural energy drink for gamers.
Natural.
It's performance enhancing. You got
It's about time.
Overwatch leagues to play, baby. Hey, I have an off-brand monster for you.
Okay. Now, what are you going to do with it at Thanksgiving? Just drink it?
No.
What?
No.
What?
You know what I'm going to do with it?
Huh.
You heard of brining before? Like brining.
Brine
God
the turkey
bless
every
you.
year. We brine the turkey every year.
As
But now-
you should. Now, let me guess, Michael. You brine your turkey with salt.
We use kinda
maybe
like-
maple syrup, bourbon.
We use like
lemon.
vegetable stock and water and like some salt and pepper type stuff.
Yeah.
Like you know.
pretty standard. Toss that shit out.
Oh,
Looking at me?
I-
Are you looking at me,
okay,
Mike?
I'm looking.
You looking?
Yeah.
You're gonna get a whole container of. Wow, Mike, this is quite a connection, man. You're gonna. Sorry.
Mike just blew
You're
James
gonna
a
get a whole
kiss.
container of G Fuel. You're gonna dunk it all over that
Oh.
turkey, preferably the blue raz flavor.
Oh my gosh, and I have good news for you.
Huh?
There are starter kits of Gamer Fuel It's the little packets of powder.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like brew your own like home
No,
brew.
I mean it seems like you can, but there's the packets of powder. You can use this now as a seasoning.
Oh,
hell yeah.
Oh.
will it make my turkey blue?
That's
kind of what I'm
awesome.
going for.
I think if you use enough of it, it will.
Mm-hmm. And that really stands out. You know, that makes your turkey better than the neighbors.
Well, I was thinking if I have my
Which
blue
is
turkey
ultimately what
with
it's
my
about.
red cranberry sauce and then my white mashed potatoes, I have America.
on your bald eagle.
Well,
Or
I
you
mean,
have, like,
Benjamin
other- you
Franklin
have, like,
didn't have his
France,
way, so
too.
He didn't.
he was shot down.
Turkey.
Jefferson got him.
I think you could incorporate G Fuel into every Thanksgiving dish because, as you know, Thanksgiving sucks. So to elevate every single dish on the table, just dunk some G Fuel in there. Cranberry sauce sucks.
You know,
put in some G Fuel.
I won't go.
Now you're ready to dunk on Grandma after Thanksgiving dinner.
So I won't go as
Mortal
far as
Kombat.
Beat me in Smash, Grandma. You can't.
Yeah,
even
I was gonna
put
say
so much G Fuel.
1v1 me.
I was gonna say I won't go as far as James and saying Thanksgiving sucks, but I will say that every time after Thanksgiving, I'm always extremely tired, and this is a great remedy for solving that.
Oh, dude, gets you lit.
With the number one natural energy drink for your gamers.
Yeah.
Hey, G Fuel,
What
can
if-
you sponsor us?
Oh, please.
Could you get like a... I'm going to ask a really dumb cooking question that hopefully James can answer because he cooks the most out of all of us, I think. Maybe.
That's accurate.
I got you,
I will
dude.
not take that title.
Okay.
I would fight that.
Okay. So a turkey... I'm going to wait till James is done taking a sip of... Turkey
Go ahead.
baster it's like the long...
Oh, it's not what you think it's for. Oh, no.
It's...
Sorry, go on.
What's the long tube that you like shove it up the turkey and squirt stuff into it? You know what I'm talking about? Is that the baster?
Yeah, you're right. It's a baster. You're correct.
Is that what it's called?
Yes,
I
yes,
honestly
you're
don't know.
correct. No, you're correct. You're good.
So
Keep
what
going.
if you like? So normally people do that with like stuffing, right? To get all the stuffing in there, or am I what? No, is that incorrect? I just eat the food.
Oh, my sweet child.
Oh, boy.
Okay, okay, hold on.
So the
you think the baster is for squirting stuffing inside of the turkey's cavity for cooking?
Is it not?
I mean, not traditionally.
Oh.
You also have some very
But
Okay, well,
liquid
okay.
stuffing.
Let's just imagine you put a bunch of G Fuel in a turkey baster and you just gave the turkey a G Fuel enema.
ooh, basting the turkey with G Fuel.
now we're getting somewhere. And you know how
This is good.
Is that not?
You know how people-
Is that not how a baster works?
I on right now? What's our title?
people take the gizzard
I'm
out
trying to
and
think
the
of the
neck?
most efficient way to get G Fuel inside of the turkey.
Can we
to
give bald
flavor
eagles
it.
enemas now too? Is this something we can also like travel down?
Okay, I'm so.
Oh,
I'm
now
sorry.
I'm-
I regret all the verbiage I used. Just,
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't comfortable with the verbiage before, but now I'm even more
I'm
uncomfortable.
sorry. Okay, you know what I'm saying though. Could we do that?
You know what the first letter
Absolutely.
of the word gravy is?
No.
It's G. And you know what that means?
Oh my
The
gosh.
G Fuel.
Oh my god.
It's time for the fuel. Take the neck out, throw it in a pot,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
just get a whole heap and help in the.
macaroni in the pot. Yeah. I'm with you.
Does G Fuel make a gravy flavor? They should get on that.
Not yet.
Here's
Well, what would you?
here's a more meta question for you. I feel like this is in the vein of Caleb. How would
Okay.
you guys are all talking about surface stuff, right? Have your turkey, brine it in G Fuel, squirt G Fuel into it. No.
Mhm.
Start the turkey off on G Fuel when it's a wee little chick.
Oh my god.
Oh.
How could we have missed it?
You can't do this because then the turkey would become a great gamer.
You know what just happened to us, guys?
No, I get it. It's like Japanese Wagyu steak.
Yes.
You know, they like feed it beer for its whole life.
We were all secretly avoiding the idea that we loved the most. This is picture. Mike is our Jacob Collier, and we're back in the 1600s in our secret composer's basement. And Mike was giving us this tainted idea that we want so badly to make public, but we know we just can't because our turkey cult will escape into the world.
I just worry that
Yep.
if we started feeding them G Fuel, even though it would make them taste delicious later on, that we would have to have Jurassic Park style cages to house them so that they didn't like just destroy the country.
I'm with you, Master. Anything for you.
I am nervous about what Caleb said, though.
Yeah, they would
Like,
get like
I would be really embarrassed at Thanksgiving because I can dunk on my grandma at Smash. Easy. But if I get dunked on by the turkey that we're supposed to eat on Smash,
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that the turkey is still alive at Thanksgiving, hopped up on G Fuel?
I don't know if you would be able to kill this turkey if it was raised
Exactly.
on G Fuel.
That's a good
I think
point.
it would show up to your house
to kill you.
and yeah,
It would preemptively know which house it was going to be eaten at, and it would show up early.
Gobble, gobble.
Oh, man.
No, it'd have to be really high pitched. Really fast.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so before we move to our final bit of the episode, we'd like to thank our listeners for listening to us. We love you. Please tell your friends about us, or tell us about your friends. Both work. It doesn't really matter to us. You can send us your issues or information about your friends to TIOTTpodcast@gmail.com, or follow us on our Instagram and Twitter, the issues on the table. We'd like to thank Anchor for hosting us, and if you want to listen to us, you can find us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. With that, we'd like to take it to our final portion of our episode, where we bring a real issue that someone has in the world, and they've put it out into print, which, as we all know, is the ultimate form of news. So Matthew, can you take us down this road?
I can. As we all know, we're in the middle of a really shitty pandemic right now. Kind of sucks. But you know what else sucks? There's an epidemic going on in the UK right now. Have you guys ever heard of hat fishing?
What?
From
I just found out about noodling today, so I don't know if I can.
So did I. Yesterday. Posted yesterday. Apparently, there is a new dating phenomenon called hat fishing that is surging online, with 1 in 10 Brits becoming victims.
Whoa.
Would you like to take a guess as to what hat fishing is, just based on the name?
People are hanging fishing poles out of their apartment trying to snag people's hats
No,
was
off their
gonna be
heads
my
as they
guess.
walk by.
Like having
No.
hooks hanging down, like
You
pulling
know,
people's hats
so
off their
far
head.
off. So far off.
Given off of what we know about noodling now, it makes me really rethink what catfishing is. So I don't know what to believe anymore.
All right. Okay. All right. Maybe these first couple sentences will help clarify. It has often been said that bald is beautiful unless one is desperate for a date and is willing to use any means to conceal their thinning mane.
Oh no.
In Britain, the follically challenged have turned to a new phenomenon that has seen an online surge. It's known as hat fishing and describes someone attempting to mask their baldness under a hat when presenting themselves on social media and dating apps. Now, I'm going to send you guys this article, and I just want you to look at the picture real quick for me.
I'm already like kind of sad
Hold
for
on.
these four
Hold on.
guys.
So look at that. That's what they look like.
Oh,
what?
That's an example.
No way. You're
So-
kidding me.
It's basically bald dudes that only post pictures on dating apps of
With
them wearing
hats on?
hats, so they don't find out they're bald until the date.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
Not only that, they have
well,
stats.
they're idiots for not wearing hats.
They did
on the
there's
date.
surveys done on 1,000 adults using these apps. Research reveals that 21% have tried to conceal their lack of hair when seeking dates. And of that number, 16% have resorted to donning a hat, which is why they've been anointed a hat fisher.
Okay, so really quick though, let's just take down this road. You know, you're looking on this dating app to find someone to date, and you're like, oh, I really hate bald people. Oh, thank God this guy's wearing a hat. He's not bald. Show up to the date, and he's a gentleman. So he walks inside the restaurant. He's right in front of you, and he takes his hat off, and he has no hair. Do you just turn around and leave? And when he goes to like hold the door for you, you're just not there anymore?
Bruh, I don't know. I don't know. At the end, it says they did a survey of 1,000 adults, and they found that 1 in 10 British people claim that they have been hat-fished by someone.
Okay, is this like, okay, but are they upset by it? Like, do they leave?
I don't know. Well, then it says 40% of women feel they they would go no further with a potential love interest if they were hatfished.
40%?
40%. That means like 400 out of those 1,000 adults would be like, nah, I'm chilling, fam. Like everything else about them could be.
I want to imagine
that's wild.
Someone who has maintained this grift for a very extended period of time. Say it's their 60th anniversary.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
They have this hat surgically glued to their head.
It's like, why do you always shower with a hat on? It's just who I am.
It's my identity.
It's my lifestyle.
Would like to point out that specifically out of those 40%, 45% of those 40% would completely lose interest if, quote, their date had a comb over. So that, I guess that also is going to, if they're partially bald, like what is happening?
Okay, so isn't this just encouraging people to only wear hats? Like
exactly.
Yeah, I'm really torn.
Exactly. I really don't know what this means. And to be honest, I thought it was going to be funnier just because hat fishing is a funny term. But now it just makes me sad reading it. Like, why?
God, what a horrible...
What?
You can't leave the house. Like, it's like,
oh,
do
man.
I wear a hat and become a hat fisher? Or do I not wear a hat and expose my baldness?
If you wear a beanie, is it still called hat fishing?
I feel attacked.
I don't know.
Oh, no, I wasn't towards you. I didn't even realize you were wearing a beanie.
Here, to...
And I'm also balding. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
To lighten the load, I found a related article on the same website that says cat poop coffee, and then the first line just says the best part of waking up is cat poop in your cup. So that's the end of that.
I usually get it in my shoes, but I suppose in my coffee cup
I am Mike Donahue.
I'm Matt Schuster.
I'm James Gearhart.
And I'm your new national bird, Caleb Andrews.
Squawk.
Screech.